Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Stack Programming with Python. So in this we are going to evaluate a postfix expression and we are going to use the stack data structure for evaluating a postfix expression. Now I am going to install Python data structure library because I want you to get familiar with that. We can even define our own stack, but this one comes with a very well-defined stack and associated operations. So we should also be comfortable with all these libraries. So I'm going to install it and we are going to import that library for our usage. Now I have in advance defined a function that is going to accept an operator and two operands, and it is going to then compute the expression or the result by applying that operator in between these two operands. Basically it is a binary operator, so it could be multiplication or division or plus or minus, and it is going to compute the result accordingly and it is going to return that result. Now let us write our main routine and I'm going to explain you each and every step in detail. So from python ds dot basic dot stack import stack, and it is going to import the stack. And the next step is we are going to define the function def postfix eval. So this is going to be the name of function, and we are going to cache that string postfix expr in this particular variable. Operand stack equals to stack and token list equals to postfix expr, and I'm going to say list of postfix expression, and I'm going to say print the postfix expression here, and we are going to say print the token list. So let me run this, and this is a very simple expression. Okay, so we are going to run it step by step. So I will say postfix, I'm going to call it here just for checking whether postfix eval, whether this entire thing is correct or not, and ab or 1 2 plus, and it is actually returning us the right result. So it is catching that particular string and then it is tokenizing it. Now we are going to iterate over this entire token for token in token list if token in 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 operand stack dot push int of token. Now let me explain you the logic of this particular entire stuff. So we are going to go through the list of tokens that we have tokenized, and then if the token is any one of the numbers, then we are going to push it in the stack of operands. And here I'm going to write a simple statement for debugging. Okay, so print push, and here I'm going to say plus str of token. Okay, and let me define this by executing it, and let me execute this line. And yes, so it is actually pushing these things into the stack of the operands. And if it is not one of the operands, then is when we are going to supposed to handle the case that it is a operator. So there could be any one of these four operators: plus, minus, divided by, and multiplication. So if it is one of the operators, we are going to say operand 2 equals to, now we are going to pop from the stack operand stack dot pop, and similarly we are going to pop the other item and store it. So it is not pip, which is another Python utility, and here we have operand 1. So now if it is an operator, the token, we are going to pop the stack of operands and then apply by saying result, or let us say operator equals to token. So our token is stored in operator. So I'll tell you why I have written like this. Result equals to operator, comma, operand 1, comma, operand 2. And operand stack dot push result, and finally return operand stack dot pop. So now let me explain. We are popping both the items from operand stack and storing them in the variable, and then we are also storing that token into a variable known as operator, and then we are computing the result. And here I have forgotten to say do math. Okay, so it is going to call this particular function that we have defined earlier, and it is going to compute that intermediate result and push it back into the stack. And when we are done with the entire list of tokens, the stack is going to have only one element, and that element is final computed postfix expression. Okay, it will be the evaluated postfix expression, and it will be a number. And it is very easy to see the steps in action. I will just say print str, or I will just say computing, or we will actually put it in this place. Okay, print computing str of operand 1 plus str of operator and operand 2. And if I'm going to execute this, it is going to do the required math, and it is going to actually upload the updated definition of this do math. Okay, and let us call this line, and finally let us call this place. Okay, so there seems to be no syntax error, and let us keep our fingers crossed, and let us execute this postfix evaluation statement, and it should actually show us all the steps. And yes, so here it is actually showing us 1 plus 2 has been accepted, then the token is 1, 2 and plus, then we are pushing 1 and 2 into the stack, and we are computing 1 plus 2, and the final result is 3. So now let us see a bit more complex statement. I will say 1, 2 plus and divide. So the answer should be 1, I guess. Yeah, the answer is 1, 1.0 or 1. And probably I will have to say here, because it is actually showing us 1.0. Okay, so we will actually, should we actually say int here? No, we shouldn't actually say int, leave it. And let us even have even more complex statement. So I will say 1 minus 2, and let us see what is the output. So this is the output of the entire expression. So it is actually computing all these steps, and it is actually showing us what is the final output. So this way we can write a routine for evaluation of postfix using stack data structure in Python. So here we have used a ready-made stack, but we can always define our own stack and use that stack operations for evaluating the postfix expression. So I did not define my own stack in order to save the time, because we are already comfortable with the basic definition of stack and all. And I also wanted to introduce you to a ready-made library for Python data structures. So this is the output. And thanks a lot for watching this video lecture. So I hope that you have understood all the concepts that I have shown and demonstrated in this episode. Do let me know if you need any questions. So please do let me know if you have any questions or queries in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next episode.